Yes, y'all. Welcome to another wonderful episode of the Raheem DeVaughn Show. In studio via satellite on location right now. My man Lupe Fiasco.
Back again.
The Shy Shizzle is in the house.
Round 2.
What's happening, brother?
I'm good, brother. How you?
Chilling, man. Food and Liquor.
Food and Liquor 2.
Part 2.
Great American Rap Album.
The saga continues, man.
Saga shall continue.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, man.
Release date when?
September 25th.
Cool, man. Cool. Is it a pretty solid date, or you feel like it's going to move?
That should be solid. If anything, it'll move up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Supposed to move back.
Word.
Nah, we in there.
What can we expect, man, with the with the first Food and Liquor being so iconic, and just the quality of the music, the quality of the lyrical content. What can we expect with the second album?
More of that.
Yeah. Not the second album, but the saga of
Nah,
Food
it could
and
be.
Liquor.
Yeah, we'll take that. The second face of Food and Liquor. Nah, more of that. If this one is a little bit more conceptual than that one.
Okay.
That Great American Rap Album isn't just just to say it. The album is about America, my perspective, my humble perspective of the American experience, the American dream, American phenomena, Americana. What is that? What does that look like? And then rapping. So it's Great American Rap Album, bunch of rapping and some America.
Any features exciting features we can look forward to on the album?
Nah, not really. My man Bilal's on there for a little bit.
Oh, dope.
And that's really like it. It's just that's it. And then the thing is that it's a 2-part album.
Okay.
So it's Great American Rap Album Part 1, which will be September 25th, and then we got another Part 2, which will hopefully be first quarter 2013,
got you.
Something like that.
Because you got to ride it out. You got to ride the success that's on the way.
It's a big thing.
What I'm saying?
So that album has a lot more features and stuff like that on it. But
okay,
we'll see.
Cool. What was the process like, man, to go back in and to create this project? I mean, I know a lot of times people gravitate to our first albums. Like, I hear it time and time again. They'll say, man, the Love Experience was your best joint.
Right.
I mean, like, is it that because that's the first thing I gave you, or where that's where I was in my struggle, or what? Like, how was the process of creating this?
I had no expectations on this record, and it's a weird kind of thing because as we were doing the last album, Lasers, we were starting on this record as well. So it was kind of a dual studio thing. One studio was a Lasers feel. Go to the next studio, it's this Food and Liquor 2 kind of feel.
Dope.
So, but I have no expectations. I told the label I have no commercial expectations. I have no first week expectations, no radio play expectations. It's just to do what I feel is a really solid album.
Yeah.
With a real point and purpose to it. Yeah. So with that, I think a lot of people gonna like it, even with that said. And then, I'll get that people who just want that old thing back. You know what I'm saying?
How important is it to you to stick to your guns as we talk about the labels and the creativity side of it? You know what I mean? Like, how is that tug of war, and how important is that to you as an artist?
It's not the tantamount thing that I need to have happen. It's not the utmost thing to occur to me because I don't really have too much. I don't really have too much of a relationship with the label like that. I never looked at the label as it had the power to dictate that to me, my creative experience, what have you. And that's why it was such a fight on the last album.
And kudos to you for standing your ground.
Thank
you know what
brother.
I'm saying?
Thank
And
you,
you had real big success. You had one record in particular that took off at Rhythmic.
Indeed.
Went nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
So, like, congratulations on that.
Thank you. But, that's just me. I'm a rebel by nature, a rebel by heart. So I'm critical. So I'm always going, when you tell me something, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to ponder it. I'm going to add to it. I'm going to take away from it, So that comes with anything. So that's just how I am,
As an artist, as artists, I feel that plain and simple, I mean, music is a weapon. We make message music. How important is the message of Lupe Fiasco? How important is that for you in your music to make sure that it's certain message you want to touch on and get across? You know what I'm saying? As on a conscious level. You know?
Well, as you got to talk about something. I always say that you got to talk about something, and it just so happens I talk about what I know, what I've experienced, what I've learned. Looking at people like my father, and his whole experience in the game, and then just the people that I've come in contact with in life, who've kind of challenged me to do better, or challenged me intellectually, or presented, mind food, to me. And it's like I want to pass that on and share that, So that's kind of what comes out,
Cool.
It's not a super duper spiritual kind of thing. For me, it's a little bit more. It's a little bit easier than that. It's a little bit plain and simpler than that. Where it's just like I'm just passing on the knowledge that was given to me. And what you choose to do with it, whether it be a spiritual experience, a physical experience, whatever that experience may be, then so be it.
Word. For the listeners out there, they always wonder. One of the questions they threw at me on Twitter today, via DM, they're like, "Yo, ask him what's he listening to right now? What you listening to right now? What's some of the artists you checking for that's on a come up? You know what I mean? That type of thing."
But it's definitely Kendrick Lamar, which I think is everybody's. The lights on him.
Same consensus about Kendrick, yeah, no doubt.
But then there's Danny Brown as well. There's Blue, just keeping it on the hip hop side. There's Earl Sweatshirt, waiting to see what he's gonna do. A lot of anticipation to see what his addition to the game's gonna be. But then I'm still listening. Man, we was rocking out to Earth, Wind and Fire and early Michael Jackson this morning. So it's still, I still listen to what was in my youth. So I'm still listening to the blues. I'm still listening to jazz, Coltrane, and all of those things as well. And they to me that just as relevant, just as prevalent. So I'm in there.
Cool. All right, man. Not to revisit the past, the Pete Rock situation. Have y'all had an opportunity to speak as of late?
Nah, the last little interviews that we had, like I did my interview with Sway. He had put out a couple press releases.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken since then, and we may or might not. But for me, it's just kind of like a dead issue. It's something that's unresolved between us, so it'll just time will resolve it. Of a situation.
No doubt.
But at the end of the day, I still shout him out, big him up. It is his. At the end of the day, it's his record. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to steal or take anything from him.
For me as a music lover, I felt like it was like paying homage, or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of like you know what I mean? And it's unfortunate that sometimes with the OGs, things can be misconstrued, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That it's just kind of like it's best to just let it be and move on.
Word. Well, look, man, it's a pleasure to have you here on the show again.
Always,
you know what I mean?
Always a pleasure.
Much
man.
success on the album, man. Tour scheduling and that type of thing. Twitter and Facebook. How can people keep up with the Lupe Fiasco movement?
LupeFiasco.com, of course. Follow me on Twitter at Lupe Fiasco, and the .com, LupeFiasco.com, where we got all the tour dates, upcoming stuff like that. Right. And then check me out at my foundation, LupeFiascoFoundation.org. We do a lot of stuff locally in Chicago, but we connected with different organizations across the world.
Cool.
So, check that out, too.
What's some of the things that y'all supporting out there, man?
Man, we doing, of course, the youth violence,
okay,
in the city right now. We're definitely focusing on that real heavy because it's Ramadan right now. We got to focus on health and nutrition, doing community kind of pass outs with smoothies and things of that nature, and a few meal services here and there throughout the month. We just sent a few kids to Ghana, helped them in consideration and in partnership with a few organizations to make that occur. And just any way we can fit in, man. We're a mobile grassroots thing that's ready to pounce on anything that comes up. So
Cool. Anything I can help with, let me know. I was in the Shy this past year. The school system hit up a couple of schools.
Indeed.
Got the youth here. The violence is definitely crazy, and here and all around the world. So definitely, man. Anything we can do to support. Let us know.
For sure, man. Appreciate that.
All right. Food and Liquor, man. In stores again when?
Food and Liquor 2 in store September 25th. You heard?
It's going down. Lupe Fiasco. It's the Raheem DeVaughn Show. Love life.